was nice to meet you. Cue for us to leave. You know what I mean? So we're just like awkwardly still standing there. He's like, just hang out. So we're hanging out, and then all of a sudden, Elton and Sasha started talking about the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. And at this point in time, I am #1 fan. Like, know every detail about this movie, every detail about the actors, every movie about Queen, like every detail about everything. Like, obsessed. Freddie Mercury single-handedly, while he's passed away, changed my life. And so he's talking about it, and Elton and Freddie were best friends. So he's talking about it, and I'm losing my mind. And the other side, I'm like, Mom, listen to what they're talking about. And then they get stuck, and they're trying to figure out who did the vocals in the movie. And Sasha was like, someone probably not like that did it. And who was it? And I was like, yeah, you did it. It wasn't the actor.
Oh, this accent.
Vocals, but they mixed it with somebody else. What was that guy's name? And so it's Mark Martell. And I was like, what? And I was like, I they're trying to come up with his name is Mark Martell. And finally, after like they're stuck on his name for 5 minutes, Google it, right? Yeah. But finally, after like 5 minutes, I was like, it's Mark Martell. And I'm nervous, I'm 15. And Elton was like, what'd you just say? He kind of looked over, and I was like, the guy you're trying to think of, it's Mark Martell. And Elton was like, come join us. And so then I'm sitting on the couch. It goes Elton John, me, Sasha Baron Cohen. My mom and Elton's husband are chilling, and we just chat for 45 minutes, tell stories. We just kind of tell them what I'm about to do, like just all hanging out. Then we leave it. I mean, it was the best night ever. When I came out to the world, like a few days later, I got a random number call from the UK, and I was like, this is interesting. Answered it like kind of the news of friend. And it was Elton John called me when I came out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, called me. Unreal. And just talked for probably 10 minutes, saying he was proud of me, and just unreal. And then he invited me to come to his LA show. I went to a show of his in Australia, with, met up with his husband there. Like have had so many interactions, done some stuff with his foundation.
So amazing. Like that's the sweetest story. I think it's the best thing ever when someone's your idol and they supersede. You know, because people always say don't meet your heroes, and it's scary. But when someone's your idol and you meet them,
it's unreal.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for the Miley story?
Am I ready for the Miley story?
All right, POV. It's the worst day of my life. It is 2020.
Already.
It is the absolute worst day of my life. My mom calls me.
I can't believe they all have their feet on the sofa with their shoes. Okay. All right. Talk your shit, guys. I love Brooke's body language here. She looks so fierce. All right, Miley story. Wow us. Come on.
And I was like, why are you yelling at me? I don't know where your wallet is. Your wallet, would you put it in the car? She's like, no, where'd you put it? You had it last.
This isn't Miley yelling, by the way.
Tour rehearsal. She's driving on her way, and I was like, what do you mean? And then she was like, yesterday, while we were eating, you threw the bag away, and my wallet was in that bag. I think this is the end of the world. I go fucking dumpster diving to try to find her wallet. There's a big dumpster, right? I go dumpster diving.
Imagine like
through the trash
walking
bags.
by because I don't see on the dumpster.
Fully, my mom comes, she sees me in the dumpster, she's like, get out of there. We have this like big forget moment. What happened was the dumpster had come and gotten picked up, and wallet was gone. Like there was no, but I went for it. Like I'm telling you, it was the worst day of my life. I've never cried so much in my life. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so as we're walking back into my rehearsal studio, I hear, and where we rehearse, there's always people there. Like the rest of those days was the rooms that me, Meghan Trainor, Justin Bieber, Kanye West. Oh my God. That's their way into the rooms. Gaga rehearsals, there are everybody.
Like what's that dress?
Yeah, no, literally, it's awesome to hang out there. So I'm walking back in, and I hear 4x4 playing in the room, and it's just a band, but I'm like, I know that beat.
That's a Miley song.
So to my mom, I was like, that's Miley, like that's her song. So I go in, and we hear no vocals, nothing. Then I'm on dinner break, and I start hearing vocals, and I go back into my rehearsal with my choreographer, and I told him, I was like, Richie, I would never do this. I will not be back in rehearsals tonight. I will be camping outside on this picnic table, waiting for Miley to walk out so I can just see her, right? All I need, I've never met her. When I was little, I said, 2 years old, I said I want to get brain surgery in Montana. Like, she's been my life. And so I sat at the picnic table for like 2 hours, and finally I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna go in. People come into rehearsals all the time. Kanye's crashed my rehearsals. Megan's crashed my rehearsals. Like literally, it's like, Kanye's like, hey, JoJo, you crashed my audition that I was having.
Names, woo! Let me pick them off the floor.
I love you and run out, right? I'm in different clothes. I'm in a JoJo t-shirt and costume pants because I went dumpster diving and I had to change. Like, it's just been a fucking day. So I go in, and as I'm going to walk in, her security guard walks out, and I like quickly like press buttons on the vending machine to look like I was not suspicious.
Yes.
Run back out. My mom was like, how was it? I was like, I didn't do it. Her security walked out. So then I was finally like 30 minutes later, I grew some courage again. I was like, okay, I'm really gonna do it this time. So I go in, and as I'm going in, her mom walks out, and I just start losing my mind.
I would have been just excited to see Tish.
Yeah, I like literally lost my mind, and I was just like, I thought I was gonna get in trouble for like walking in there. And right behind Tish is Miss Miley Cyrus, and I was just like, I was just gonna come in to say I love you and you're awesome and you're amazing. I don't want to interrupt. And she was like, oh my God, you're JoJo, right? And I was like, yes. And she was like, yeah, I've seen you on the internet before. And I was like, yeah, I've seen you on the internet.
Thank you, Noah.
Yes. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, you have no idea. I was like, this has been the worst day of my life. Turned to the best day of my life. Like I couldn't even speak. Like we took a picture. I was losing my shit. She was, just being like how I am with little kids. Like she was just like being so kind, so nice, so fun.
I want to find this picture. I love Miley, so I want to see this picture. JoJo Siwa, Miley Cyrus. Oh, so this is... Oh, it's... I'm a Miley fan, because I can tell you literally what... Oh my God, she posted a video with Miley rehearsing? Girl, I thought you were so scared to meet her. Why? I know that this was... Yeah. It's embarrassing. I know the era of Miley, just based on her hair. Miley Cyrus, I've loved for as long as I can remember. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today without her. She's been my favorite since day one. Best 2 hours of my life. Okay, so here we see the photo. Video has no sign, but Miley rehearsing. This is right before the pandemic. Aww. Oh, this is sweet. Banger stir. Love. JoJo, you've said something I'm interested in. Keep it up. Sorry, that was rude. Actually, been very rude to Brooke this entire time.
she was wearing, she's so cute. She was wearing like she had these little like leathery pants on, and
Was this in her like layering era?
this is in like rocker era. And so she was like, we're doing a full run through in 2 days. Do you want to come watch it? And I was like, fuck yes, like lost my mind. That same day of that run through was supposed to be my friends and family show, and I walked into my rehearsals and I was like, guys, like cancel the friends and family show. I was like, push it later. I was like, I'm
Don't
going
have friends and family
Yeah,
anymore.
I do the same.
So then like I go home and like Miley messaged me on Instagram. I have a DM from Miley Cyrus, and she was like, hey, come to the studio at 7 o'clock. And I was like, I will be there. Like I don't know what time it was, but I was like, I'll be there. Went, watched her do a full performance. She like it was like her friends and family show, but all her people were like watching. You know what I mean? I was there having the fucking time of my life. Right, Miley Cyrus concert. I will never forget. She sang "Party in the USA," and she changed the lyrics. It's so fun when the girls are around me. 7 million at a Nashville party. I guess me and JoJo never got the memo. I lost my mind. And then we did 4x4, and I know the dance to 4x4 from the Vegas, so I got up and we did the dance together. She would be like, she would swear, she's like, sorry, like she like we interacted the whole. She let me sing Wrecking Ball. I sang it off key. She said sorry to her vocal coach because I threw her off. Like just the best fucking best human.
So iconic. She is. That just ruined my day because I can't handle how jealous I am. I'm not kidding.
I'm jealous of myself 3 years ago. Like the fact that I can't relive that day every day of my life. Like it.
Worst day of your life to the absolute best day of your life for sure.
Literally.
Have you ever met Gaga?
No.
So that's coming next. That'll be
The thing with Gaga is Richie is my choreographer, and Richie's also Gaga's choreographer. There have been days where, because she'll rehearse there too, he will run back and forth between rehearsals. Between my rehearsal, her rehearsal. He says all the time, he's like, come over. I was like, no, it has to be natural.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't pop in, but like, I cannot wait for the day.
I just know she would. Well,
He said that he talks to her a lot about me, and like there's like mutual love. Like
I'm gagged for you.
I'm gagged. Yeah,
I just knowing you is gonna be like you're gonna be in like a helicopter with her.
Because everyone loves JoJo, remember?
Sorry, the top stop.
My dream is to be a Lady Gaga backup dancer. I know.
I don't know if that would be allowed, JoJo. I feel like you'd be so excited that you were there. Like selling out her own stadium, trying to go back and dancer.
Brooke has been so nice this entire time, just for her to be so dismissed.
But like imagine like it's like Josh picking up and back. Brooke references Josh picking. I've done it every episode, the past 7 episodes. It's just like so like you can't pay attention to anything else. Like if I went to a Lady Gaga concert and JoJo Siwa was the backup dancer, like JoJo.
I spent so much time in 2020.
She's been so nice to her.
There will be a day where something happens to a dancer, and you need somebody that knows every step in one phone call, and I will be that person.
I did that. Did she do that one time? She like brought a fan in the middle of the concert. You knew every single like lick of choreography, like everything. That's how you. One day she's in Vegas this weekend. Like if you want to go, oh my god, we should go.
Hi, Junkie.
Your celebrity crush. All the celebrity talk, and I have to be Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Miley, Billy,
Billy for sure.
Zendaya.
Yeah. So just taste all around.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I lean towards actually being attracted to that.
I hope Brooke talks about being ignored in the next podcast. I hope that Brooke gets her justice moment. I hope they do. I know they're gonna talk about the Colleen thing with the Trisha, but I really hope that they talk about this. Justice for Brooke.
I think Billy's like my.
I would love to see that crossover.
Right. Oddly, like
It works.
it works oddly. It doesn't work so hard that like it actually might. You know
If
what I
we
mean?
see JoJo with like lime green hair next week, we'll know what's going on. For sure. Okay.
Yeah, she's awesome.
How funny that would be. What? I want to just know. What's your death row meal?
My death row meal. Okay, I eat insanely healthy right now, and I have for like the last year and a half. All I would want on death row, it's my last day. I want ramen noodles, pizza rolls, and Kraft mac and cheese. I want to go back to my fucking 10-year-old diet.
Absolutely. I eat all that.
Yeah.
Literally right now.
Like, give me some extra cheddar blasted goldfish.
Oh my god, I had those last
Some
night.
sour punch straws. Like, take the fucking smart sweets and throw them out. I want some real. I love smart sweets. They're all eat now.
I know. I've been trying to eat those instead of candy, but it's not the same. They're amazing. But like,
I just want to feel like absolute crap.
Yeah, right. That diabetes pack.
Yes. Give me donuts. Give me it all.
What else do I want to know? What's your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, my biggest pet peeve.
Hi, Essa.
There's just no inclusion of Brooke in this at all. We have like 1 or 2 minutes left. Poor Brooke. For someone to be like literally being interviewed on someone's podcast and to completely put them aside the entire time, what does that say about someone?
Honestly, special forces got rid of a lot of my pet peeves because it just didn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Like there was a day where literally like I used to be like a germaphobe. Like do not share drinks, do not share food, like nothing.
Okay, how even though.
Yeah, like wouldn't share. Would maybe share with my mom if it was like necessary, or with somebody like a girlfriend, like or I had a boyfriend as well. But like that was it.
Yeah.
And on special forces there was days where like I literally would just like drink my water. You need water right now. Like and like I would give it to like some of the boys first, and then I would drink right off of them because it just didn't matter anymore. It was like, drink, go.
That's probably a crazy experience. I can't even imagine.
I-
Because like it does take away all the little shit because you're so focused on like.
And you don't get to speak to family. You don't get to speak to the world. You don't have your phone. You don't get to talk to the outside world. Anytime you have a moment of celebration, you are knocked back down to zero.
Yeah.
I mean, there are countless.
And you
moments.
chose to do this. You were like, I wasn't.
Brooke is just like blankly staring now. I mean, Brooke has been sitting there like a tripper for an hour and a half, and Tana is yawning.
I
Really is nothing in comparison.
no, literally nothing. But I like whenever I talk about special forces in length, I call it selection. So selection means show, and recruits means cast.
Yeah.
And like whenever I talk about it, like I literally will be like during selection because like you never thought it was a part of a TV show.
Oh, because it's just like you don't have your when you're doing shit. So.
You are just there, and you are in it, and there is no like the only time the wall broke of the TV show really was sometimes you would see cameramen that they would wear our same outfit, so they really blended in.
Yeah.
And other times we got mic'd twice a day. They'd have to change our batteries, but you couldn't talk to the crew. They wouldn't talk to you like the same guy might does. You couldn't talk to them. Like there was
You
never
can only talk to people on the show.
Mhm.
Who's your favorite cast member?
me, Tyler, Cameron, and Nick Brown got really close.
When does this end?
Can't wait the babies. Right now I want twin boys and a baby girl. That's my phase I'm in right now. But I mean, it changes all the time, and I'm gonna be happy with whatever little nuggets I end up with.
Michelle said, Brooke might as well just watch the podcast with us.
Yeah, but I want to tour. I want to perform. That's my like passion.
So there's no like fall off Wyoming moment. Like you're gonna be doing the damn thing.
I want to do the damn thing. Yeah,
Not fall off Wyoming.
Somewhere else, it does, and I don't try. Listen, I'm trying to predict the future, and I planned 2 weddings, and I planned babies with people, and I clearly was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I think after I planned my 2nd wedding, and I was wrong, I was like, okay, no more planning anything.
Absolutely. Honestly,
Brooke's not even giving anything anymore. She's given up.
You have no idea how much it means to us to have you on campus.
Oh my god, I love it.
Us?
I'm literally an object. That's the craziest. You're the craziest life story.
And after all of that, it says a lot about Brooke that yet she is still being so fucking nice to JoJo. Still being so nice.
I feel like Make-A-Wish right now. You're doing
Get out of here.
I know.
No, you're doing.
I'm like, really tough. You were so.
Oh my god. Brooke just got spoken over while giving a compliment.
Anytime.
There's a blue would work.
Week 2, it's gonna start.
I can't.
Alright. Again, I just think that it really tells something of someone's character with how dismissive they can be of people, and I think that we saw that today. So again, Tana said that they're going to address the Colleen thing, but it'll be interesting to hear if they talk about JoJo or Brooke being very dismissed.
I put the blue down because I want it to be white.
I don't know.
Let that dry.
I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it at all. Well, y'all, that's that. We survived, Trips. We can return to base. Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, we are going to be jumping again into this JoJo Siwa rebrand. It is just the most fascinating, weird BS that is happening on the internet. And everyone has been asking me to watch this specific podcast where JoJo talks about this rebrand, new music. She talks about Tana Mojo. She talks about James Charles. There's a lot of names being thrown under the bus. It's very, very, very messy. And I just think hearing JoJo talk about her music and her passion and wanting to create a new genre of music called gay pop, which is the bit please. JoJo Siwa wanting to create a new genre of music, and it's gay pop, and it's a song from fucking 2011. Oh my, her song Karma. No, here's the thing. People online are getting it wrong. People online are saying that JoJo Siwa stole the song from an artist, because Karma, the song, has existed, same lyrics, same beat, same whatever, from this other artist who wrote and produced and whatever. That artist didn't have the song stolen from JoJo, but that doesn't make it. Hold on, we're gonna get to it. This artist created a demo of this song and pitched it to Miley Cyrus during the We Can't Be Tamed era, and Miley ultimately went for We Can't Be Tamed rather than Karma's a bitch, thank God. So the artist then didn't get a sale out of the song and decided to make a demo of it and a music video. And JoJo bought it, like 15 years later? So the funny thing is, JoJo has been going on this press tour and talking about writing this music, producing this music, what this music means to her, why this song, is so incredible. She's creating a new genre of music, and she's talking about a song that has existed for like 10 years on the internet through a different artist who also performed it so much better. So when JoJo talks about like taking inspiration from all these different divas of the world and creating her own new music, you're not even creating new music. Like, fuck me. I was reading those lyrics being like, JoJo Siwa wrote this. Now I'm aware that most people don't write their music, but like, Jesus, JoJo had enough time to come up with something. So again, relating this to the Miley Cyrus Bangers era, please. Yeah, she was making this song about her ex. And then her ex and her were fighting, and Karma's a bitch, I should've known better. This song was written by this random woman fucking 10 years ago. So her ass was not writing that song. Her ass was not doing shit. I just think it's really funny because she really has been on this press tour as if she, anyways. Alright, let's get to it. So, here we have JoJo Siwa on this podcast talking about everything. Now, the section of her talking about her music only really lasts for like a little portion of the podcast. But we're only going to watch that portion because we don't really care about anything else. But shout out to this podcast. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's get to it.
Can we talk about
Your music career. First of all, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I think what you're doing is awesome. You're putting yourself out there. You're taking big risks, big swings. You're going for it. You've been
I love when someone does something bad and someone says, "You're taking a big risk right now," and I appreciate that. Like, sometimes you do things that are bad and they are just genuinely bad. Like, it's not taking a risk if it flops.
child star your entire life. Fuck. I mean, ever recently we are learning more and more, sadly, unfortunately, just how difficult it is for many child stars in the LA space. And I said this to you when after getting to know you and becoming friends with you. And I remember saying to you, like, you have a million reasons not to be okay, not to be normal, to kind of be fucked up, to be this kind of out of touch star. And yet you're like so cool, down to earth, hardworking. You're a good person. You have great character. You're good at your core. I don't know if people recognize that enough about you. I felt as your friend I need to say that.
No, that means so much, especially because you know me.
Does JoJo, like, vape like crazy? I mean, I would assume that JoJo vapes. And I don't mean that to be, like, overly invasive and stuff. Don't vape, don't smoke, don't whatever, right? But that, like, her voice has changed so much that it almost is, like, comparison to, like, that of a vapor. You know what I mean? Like what Miley Cyrus, remember when she was like, the best part about the journey is where we go at the end, or something like that. Remember when she got memed that she sounded like a robot? JoJo sounds worse at like 20 than Miley Cyrus does at like 30, and she was like fucking chain smoking every fucking day. It's like, I think you can pick up on like someone being like a vapor versus a smoker. JoJo to me is not giving, I don't know if she does either, but she's not really giving me like smoker voice, she's giving me like vapor voice.
You know what I mean? You know me on a surface level. You see my life publicly, but then you also know me very personally, and so that means so much. And I say it with like all the child star stuff coming out right now. Like, I'm very lucky that my hardships were my hardships, because a lot of child stars had it way worse. But it still, I mean, it's just a whack life. But we made it, and now we're in the adult world.
I think that's like
making moves.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize that you have never had a normal life.
Never.
I mean, what you were on dance moms at
9.
Nine.
I was 9. Yes, it's been 11 years, and even before that, I was in the competitive dance world, which is also not a normal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So crazy.
So you are. This is fully your, as you even refer to your Miley Cyrus moment.
Yeah, this is my.
Gonna piss me off already. Piss me off so much that I'm gonna close my window because I don't want my neighbors just hearing me scream. Alright. What is it with these annoying people continuously bringing Miley Cyrus into this? Leave Miley out of this. Oh my god, like,
She's been through enough.
I went on a huge rant about why people bringing up bangers annoys me, because I just think that Miley Cyrus, and by the way, a lot of people were meshing being like, Adam, also a lot of things that Miley did during the bangers era were very problematic. I also understand that as well. To continuously bring up Miley Cyrus in your own rebrand is immediately showing that you have no sense of your own personal structure or your own personal, like, there is nothing about you that you haven't pre-thought. Whereas, like, I'm not even going to get into the Miley rant again, but, like, you're going on podcasts talking about your huge rebrand, and the number one thing that always gets brought up is, this is your Miley Cyrus moment. Well, then it's not your moment, it's Miley's moment. Leave Miley out of this. And also, for how much Miley's getting referenced, to know that the Karma song was pitched to Miley and Miley rejected it is even funnier. And it's like, I think with the timeline, it would have been Miley doing We Can't Be Tamed. Or Can't Be Tamed, sorry, I don't know why I said that. Can't Be Tamed. So, because it was before Bangers, so it was when Miley was starting to, like, act out a little bit. Like, she was, you know, acting out a little bit. She was still under Disney, but she started acting out. And that's when she like, can't be tamed, I can't be tamed. And it's so funny to think that for how long that song has been out there, this song by JoJo has also been out there. And Miley was like, that's shit. That's shit.
This is my let's turn some heads moment. Let's go. Someone used the word, I didn't come up with it, but somebody used the word unrestrained. And I really, really liked that word to explain what I'm doing right now. My biggest thing is I just wanted to make something that made people quite literally go,
unrestrained? The most controversial thing she's done this era is smudge a little bit of black paint under her eyes and kiss a girl. Ooh, spooky.
You know what I mean? Turn their head, be like, have to
Mission
talk about it.
accomplished.
Well, what's really scary.
She goes, the only thing I wanted people to do was like turn their head and be like, what the fuck? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you are artistic or creative or talented. We're doing it because we're like, but yeah, unrestrained is crazy.
Is mission accomplished with the song out. The video has not seen the light of day yet. And the video, that is the head turner.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so I'm like, shit.
I mean, you're just gonna go up.
How many chicks are you making out with in the video?
2.
Would you believe me if I told you I've still not seen the music video? I haven't seen the music video, and I haven't reacted to it on stream because I feel like it would just immediately get copyrighted. So I'm not spending my free time watching that music video. I've heard things about it. I've seen clips on Twitter. I still have not watched the YouTube video. Do I have any burning desire to watch it? Not really.
You didn't expect that, did you?
No, I mean, I've seen
Flip.
videos.
Yeah, teasers. Yeah. It's definitely I do some good bad things in it. But it's
I do some good and bad things. So is the bad things kissing girls? Like, this is not the craziest rebrand. Miley Cyrus was like, her music videos were crazy during the Bangers era. She was getting high and shit. She was like, oh my god, like, I can't even say the shit that Miley was doing. Oh my goodness, gracianius.
major music videos like Gaga did back in the day, Britney did back in the day. And
Okay, now we're comparing it to Lady Gaga and Britney Spears. When I think of Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, and I think of, or Gimme More, or I think about Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, Karma by JoJo Siwa, and I just think she has to be trolling, or she just has to be in such a state of I don't know.
so that for me is a massive thing, and it's not funded by anybody. It's not funded by label or brands. It's funded by myself because no one wants to put money into them nowadays because they just aren't what the thing is. You know what I mean? Like you can apparently it's more valuable to like sing your song on TikTok and get that view. But I'm like, no, I want a visual. That's the kind of artist I want to be. And so I fought for it, I paid for it, and I'm really happy with it.
What were you hoping? I mean, obviously, other than shock value and turning heads, what were you hoping to accomplish with this new JoJo Siwa?
Honestly, the shock value on the head turn is the number one thing.
Okay, so there's nothing to do with art then. You know what I mean? Miley had art behind it. The music was good. Miley was shock value, and then when you were shocked, you were also like, holy shit, she's naked on a wrecking ball, and then you're like, wait, this song about a wrecking ball is the most heartbreaking breakup song I've ever heard in my entire life, and then you stayed for the music. JoJo's openly saying that she doesn't care about the music, she just wants attention, and then it's like, okay, so we know that you just want attention, so it feels annoying to have to give it to you.
I definitely want to be taken seriously.
Please.
I realize that no matter what I do, no one's gonna take it seriously. People are like, you're not an adult because you're wearing rhinestones still. Okay, name one pop star that doesn't fucking wear rhinestones. I'll wait. Like, find me one.
Yeah.
Boy or girl. Like, and then someone today was just being a dick about my speech impediment that I had when I was a kid. And I was like, y'all really just, like, people just take things too seriously. You know what I mean?
But they're also like, they're coming at you when you were a child. So it's like how there's nothing else for them to comment on.
I was like, if the worst part of your day is something that I did or a song that I sang, you're so welcome.
Yeah. Like, the worst thing that you did to this person was have a speech impediment at 9 years old.
Like, oh my God.
What do these Grammy Award winners have to do with this? No, literally. Oh, it's your first time. Hi. Evangeline.
I think her face actually looks pretty good.
I think maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But thank you. Thank you for being here.
Damn, this looks clean. I was worried about it,
No,
but
that's what I told myself though. I was just like,
Dude,
okay.
acrylic markers.
I remember, I'm too old to like.
Go touch some grass. But wait, why is she now pissed at the people here talking shit? Did she or did she not just say that she wanted to do this to provoke people and turn heads? So, like, wait, you said that you wanted to annoy people, and you've now agreed that you have annoyed people, but now it's a problem that they're annoyed? I don't know.
Hannah Montana and that whole situation.
Thanks, Rose. I thought she looks real clean.
Oh my god, we're now referencing Hannah Montana again.
Except for this fucking.
But I do remember.
I almost forgot about
Ball,
this shit.
You know, I remember like I see Miley Cyrus now, the big star that she is, and this I guess a question for you and anyone who followed her career. But when she turned,
Why are we focusing so much on another artist?
I should have left it alone.
This focus on Miley is getting weird. Like, it literally is getting weird. Like, regardless of if I'm not a fan of Miley, like, it's giving so weird. Like, leave Miley out of this. Like, if you're trying so desperately to create your own identity, you shouldn't have to rely so heavily on someone else.
turned into the Miley Cyrus we know today. And even then, I mean, I think she's kind of also
Balanced,
matured and
of
balanced
course.
things out. But when she came out, it was
not.
but didn't she like show up naked at the VMAs or some
Yes.
crazy shit? Or
She was censored at the VMAs.
yeah, I mean, she
Yeah.
went
She went
hard to the pay. How was that received? I'm assuming there's a lot of
that-
hate and criticism.
Now people are like, I loved when she did that, but when it happened,
Yeah.
people hated it. I loved it.
Well,
I
that was
literally-
already dry
everyone from
because
the
I
Doors,
did the hair
she was
earlier.
saying I want to be Hannah Montana, and then when I
I'm
was 8, I
good,
said I want
Rose.
to do what she did with Bangers. Like I looked at Miley's career and
She's
like,
doing
truly
this.
idolized her.
I had my mom bought me
So
a
you looked at her
milkshake,
career and you wanted to like,
so I was
like
eating that.
emulate it. That's fine, but you should maybe not admit it as much as what you do, because now we know that you're trying to emulate. Then, like you just said, people hated Miley, but they love her now, so you're trying to do that. But it's like Miley never in the moment was like, you're gonna love me one day, you're gonna whatever. Miley, oh my god.
They hated it back in the day.
Yeah,
And, like,
they're
the
not
world's
new.
just
I got them a
scared
couple months. I think during
of
Christmas
males,
is what I
scared
got them.
of art.
Scared of
buys
you,
me
the
art
song
sets.
that you released is from 2011.
But this is a good one because these came in it.
I think for me, I'm just like.
I also got some oil pastels and some chalk that I want to use.
She's not afraid of art, but she
But yeah,
literally just
I
said
kept seeing these
that the main
on
focus for this art
TikTok
journey
shop, and I was
is
like,
about
oh, I kind of want to
attention
buy
and
them.
turning heads rather than the
But
art.
I don't want to give them my
You know,
money, and I
like,
don't really need
have
any
fun
more
with
art
it.
What
supplies.
was
I
the
already have
response
paint
of
I don't
your
use.
family,
So it's
your
like,
team, when you brought them this
but then
idea?
I opened the art set, and I was like, let me
So
just
I
take the
brought
art
this
supplies out,
idea
and I'll put it with
in
my
a
other stuff.
160-page doc.
Oh boy.
And then I saw these, I was like, wait, these aren't markers.
I
I mean, these are
have
cheap
about
ones, but
28
these are like
songs.
the, these are the ones that just come in a set.
And
You know, the cheap
so
shit in
I-
art sets. And this
God.
looks pretty good.
Kill me now. Take me out of my suffering before I have to hear
I mean, this isn't the
more.
first thing I made with it.
sat
And
down,
it's a
I was like,
little
I am making the
touch
plan
and go,
because I wanna
learning
know
how to
what they
like
make for me.
layer
My songs,
it.
I wanna look at when I want them to come
But it's
out,
not
and
like,
color
I had
what
this problem
video
with
I
colored
want in my
pencils
head for
too,
what
because you
song,
can't
what
shade
era,
with
what
colored pencils.
chapter,
You
what
gotta
makes
like
sense.
use
So
different
I structured
colors.
it all out, made my 160-page doc. And
Once you get past that learning
pitched it to
curve,
everybody, pitched it to my team, and
like, even with
everyone
all
was
the
like,
mistakes, this
yes,
still looks
slow
clean.
down. And I was like, okay. But when we're ready for the plan, it's right here. And then come December 2023.
Yeah, and I also,
And that was in my
I got this charcoal
master
pencil.
class doc that was scheduled to be first number one. Big,
So I've been
big
doing
ass
that.
video. I wasn't. Everyone was very.
Where?
So if this is the biggest one,
Yeah, see.
she just said this is the biggest one. So this is in her opinion, the best one.
Where did it
This is the
go?
best one. This is the best of the
This is the
best.
first thing I made with it.
It's supposed to get worse than this?
I can't do that.
It's supposed to get worse than this?
Curious as to why I wanted to
This is
make
the
such a
first
video.
one.
Just
This is my baby.
but
Then
for
this is
me,
the second
people that
one
I idolize and people that I
that I
wanna
don't
be
really
as an
talk
artist,
about.
They did, and everyone fought me on it. And they were like, they just don't do it anymore.
This is the third thing I made.
And I was like, well, at some point, someone had to be the first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think for me, that was kind of my like.
So Jojo Siwa is the first.
I'll
By
probably
using the songs
do.
from 2011, by the way.
Where did that one?
My phone call
There's
started
that
really
one
nice.
picture I wanted to
Then,
draw too.
this is now for a
I'll
new
probably do
project,
charcoal
but
next.
Same world, same thing with a music video. Why
Dude, I forgot how much I love
charcoal.
charcoal.
Started really nice. Finally, an hour into the conversation, I was like, okay, here's the thing. I am filming a music
I gotta be careful with it though, because I almost tore through my paper.
Oh.
If you want to come, you are more than welcome to be there on set. If you don't, I'll see you the next day. Like, no stress. No. And then once, you guys know, I mean, once you put your foot down on something, your team has to be like, okay, you know what I mean? But
You are footing the bill too. So.
that part. And that's what I said, if I wasn't paying for it or funding it, I wouldn't care. But because I am, I'm gonna make it exactly.
Did you reach out to Miley or any other?
Hey, Miley Honest! Oh my god. This is so frustrating. Like, it's so... It's bothering me so much, and I don't know why, because, like, it shouldn't bother me this much. Like, this is so stupid. Like, why am I being bothered by this? I think there's something so annoying about someone being able to be handed having a career in the music industry and just making it all about someone else who's already done it all. And has their own, like... You have 10 eras to catch up to Miley, you know what I mean? Like, leave her out of this.
Stars in this space that
yeah.
tried to do what you're trying to do?
I've talked to a lot of people.
Who've tried to do what you've got to do, because she's doing it so successfully, by the way.
Shocking that she even looks at her fucking DMs, but Ariana Grande has been so supportive. So
Ariana Grande said, "Who you dating? You lesbian? Oh, never mind. I don't want him. I don't want her."
nice, so supportive. Demi Lovato has been incredibly supportive. Miley has been incredibly supportive.
What was the best advice you got from any one of those three?
Honestly, I think back to it, and I talked to Demi about it a very long time.
Ariana said, "For as long as you're a leslie, there's no problems here.
Mm.
You get a man."
That it's gonna be harder than I think. And I was like, ah! She was right. I was like, oh shit, okay. But
Yeah, right. I mean, just keep it real. The internet is coming
it's brutal.
at you
Yeah.
hard.
No, they are.
We got fucking
My mom wrote, I've talked to a lot of people, i.e. she's talked to Colleen.
TikTokers.
James Charles.
James Charles is talking some shit.
James texted me
This
yesterday.
fucker. Like, yeah, he texted you?
No, he texted.
After he mocked you?
So he texted me and he was like, "Do you care if I post this?"
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Do you care if I make a dance video in the car?" And I was like,
There's something so cringy about that. Like, these influencers are so, like, they're so deep in it with each other that, like, I wonder if they can acknowledge, like, how stupid they sound. She just said that James Charles made a video making fun of her and then sent it to her and was like, can I make fun of you online? Is there anything real? We need people, like, fighting again. Like, what do you mean you're asking for permission? And also, why are you still friends with James Charles? He was at her party. We're aware they're still friends. But, like, it's just crazy to me that so many people within the industry, like this podcast, are so happily bringing James Charles up, considering that, like, oh my god, I just don't get it. I'm starting to get really, like, locked up. I feel like the power of JoJo's voice is coming over me.
"Please," I was like, "Go in, like, poke fun, get
Good
the
for you.
deal."
Alright.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, good for him for calling, I guess,
Yeah.
and asking for permission.
Yeah.
Hi, Rebecca.
Who was the other one?
Tana Mojo. I mean, she just did like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here's the thing about Tana. I've loved Tana since I was 13, 12. And where I'm confused with Tana is I have been not friends with her, but we have been close. Like,
Is that you going on her podcast and then you started befriending Colleen and then Tana dropped you because of the association with Colleen? Is that we were friends? Because if there's one thing I'm gonna give Tana Mojo the props for, is that she is like ride or die for Trisha. And I respect when someone is like that for anybody, specifically in the online world. Tana literally has put her head on the line so many times for Trisha recently.
See you, Rose.
And the JoJo podcast was a big thing where Tana could have easily avoided the topic and stopped talking to Trisha, but she went out of the way to address having JoJo on after JoJo defended Colleen. And I would assume that Tana probably distanced herself after this. So if JoJo's going to be like, we were close and then blah, 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 she distanced you for a reason.
I did her podcast and it was like, we were talking about having like a fun night, you know what I mean? Like, so for her to go do all that shit, because she was mocking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, if I remember correctly, I saw it on my timeline. Tana made a video, like, making fun of the song or the dancing, and then made a video where she was like, it was like JoJo singing, I've been a bad girl, like, karma's a bitch, whatever. And Tana had made some sort of joke, like, do you think JoJo has ever taken a drug or something like that? Like, do you think the person singing the song has ever done drugs or something like that? And it was funny.
I actually texted her. I just sent her her own video and I said LOL. And she just went on.
So, like, what, are you trying to silence her for making fun of you? You just said you want the internet to make fun of you. You just said that you messaged Tana her video making fun of you and we're like, LOL, which obviously is, like, you being pissed at it. Like, what does Tana even respond to that? So Tana can't make fun of you, but James Charles can? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But I was like,
Oh, so Tana just responded laughing.
I think that's what I said. Let me see.
You didn't say
So stupid, you're not exposing her for shit right now.
I saw this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, do you think JoJo's ever popped a perk or something?
Oh, yeah.
it's
No, I hear ya.
popped, bitch.
I said,
But her being ha 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 ha.
I said,
ha.
first question, no. Second question, yes. Ha ha ha. She responded, ha 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 ha. But
This isn't a gotcha moment.
I saw Tana tomorrow.
If you're such a bad girl, why can't you take Tana making a joke of that?
Like, Tana, what's up?
Yeah.
But then to do that, I'm like, wait.
It's just to get the views.
That's why I appreciate that James reached out, being like, hey, do you care if I?
And you, but you don't. Why'd you?
Well, for me, I mean, look, that's
If you,
it's a
if
view
you had
myself.
I mean, it does promote.
What's the problem with James and Tana doing it? Tana's was funnier.
I mean, press is press, and I get it. But at some point, like, you're putting your heart and your soul in this.
She didn't say that she was putting her heart and soul in this. She said that she wanted maximum amount of attention. You're misquoting her. So Tana was doing what she wanted.
Oh.
Doesn't it like?
It burns.
It hurts a
It
little,
fucking burns. It burns. Yes.
Burns, burns, burns in a burning ring of fire.
Yesterday. Nope, not yesterday. Day before. Day before, I was pretty upset about it. And then yesterday, I was fine all day. And then this morning, I was kind of a little, again, like in a wah-wah headspace. But I think that's physically right.
Mike Wazowski.
But then I looked online, and TMZ asked Gene Simmons what he thought of me. and he gave a fucking gnarly response, coming to my defense, supporting me, saying that people are hating because it's not ordinary, but I am extraordinary, and that is
Extraordinary? It's a song from 2011. That's actually quite ordinary.
what.
A little bit.
Like the fact, so it's like as dick as people have been, Gene fucking Simmons,
That's iconic.
like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I mean?
And he is right. I mean, you are right. People fear change. People aren't creative or interesting enough to,
Ballsy enough.
or to come up with something.
Nab wrote, Nab said, I want to provoke people, but when people think I'm annoying, I'm going to be hurt. Makes sense, JoJo?
Original, like mocking someone. It's lazy. It's not even comedy. It's just lazy.
But you said that you did it to be, like, to provoke.
Thinking about it.
My song is getting so many creates daily on TikTok. The song charted before it's out. That doesn't happen. Like there's so many goods. The pre-save number is gnarly. Apparently, I can't complain.
Apparently.
I honestly, I think that I didn't think it was gonna be as successful as it is. I knew people were gonna hate on it. I mean, that's been my whole life. No matter what I've done since I was 9, people have been dick reads to me.
Why do you think that is?
Wait, why is she complaining about people being dicks to her when she said that she just wanted one thing, which was to provoke? Oh my god. If you ever go on a podcast with someone and you've done something wrong or something you need to be called out for, you never will be, because people never do it. Like, here they are being like, oh, I'm so sorry. A couple of minutes ago, she told you she wanted to get provoke people.
Honestly, I think it was fun to hate. I think I was an easy target.
But you said that you want that.
And I would feed it. If people said I was loud, I'd get louder. If people said I was annoying, I'd get more annoying. If people said, oh, your bow's too big, I'd wear 2. You know what I mean? Like, I knew from a very young age how to market off of that type of commentary. And so I think that just kind of faded as I got older. People, when I turned like 18, 19, were super nice to me. And once I turned 20 again, they went back to being dicks. And I don't know, I think 6 years ago.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that you openly said that you were trying to provoke people for attention?
I'm like, damn, you really, really grew some tough skin for me now. Because, like, it's not easy. I did that video where my gas started, like, flying out of my car, and I was not set up. The original caption was supposed to be, like, my head 24/7 with this song in it, and then all of a sudden the gas starts flying out. And, like, comments are funny, right? But someone telling me to light a cigarette right there and see what happens, like, that's not funny. That's fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I'm grateful. This is going to sound ass backwards. I'm grateful that it's me getting that hit. Because there's a lot of people that could not handle that. That could not handle being told that. And I feel like right now I'm a very easy punching bag for the internet, but I don't care. I can take it. You know what I mean? But I feel like if somebody else was in this position right now, they might not be able to. It is brutal.
I know the competitive dance world is really harsh.
Yep.
So do you think that is kind of like what started your tough skin?
I think it's like engraved in me from a very young age. Because even people on Dance Moms were like, how'd you deal with Heavy Lee? She's such a mean teacher. I'm like, she's actually like one of the nicest teachers I ever had met.
Oh my god, now she's like, Abby Lee Miller is the best. Abby Lee Miller has given so many children childhood trauma, generational trauma, for years, that some of them didn't, sorry, I'm just thinking about that cigarette comment, that so many people didn't even want to go on the reunion, and then JoJo makes fun of the other Dance Moms girls that didn't want to go on the reunion and relive their childhood trauma, but Abby Lee Miller is amazing, you guys. Generational trauma.
My life. And then people are like, what do you mean? I'm like, what sport did you play? Were you any good? How was your coach? And they're like, oh, like exactly. Dance is that same way. People think dance is supposed to be, you know, light and fluffy. And,
Polite.
yeah.
Speaking of dance moves, another thing that people are being very hard on, and I know you bust your ass. Anytime I call you, you are in your studio,
Always.
dancing, working your ass off. And it also seems like the internet is having a bit of fun with this one particular move, which Natalie told me that this is happening. I'm like,
Yeah.
show me what she's doing.
Please tell me you got up and did a move.
Well, no,
keep
I immediately
forgetting
said,
that.
why are people acting like this? Like anyone could do this, or it's a nothing move? I mean, I'm not even
I
trying.
need to get my
Yeah.
charger.
I get it, I'm biased, you're my friend, blah blah blah.
No,
but like,
no,
is it
no.
objectively like
Blah, blah.
hard? I can't do that, and I
It's
think
a very hard dance.
I think I'm a pretty.
It's a hard dance. Bitch, it's like this. Fuck me. It's literally like giving the air a fucking blowjob and having a fucking head seizure. That's the dance.
Sorry. I need to
Please.
get my charger.
I know how
My
hard
phone's
it
on like
is.
6%.
That's called a Friday night for me.
Answer, you know, but like, the point is like,
One more day to go.
how, and you see that happening on the internet, it must like drive you nuts not to like
Yeah.
respond, or like some fucking middle-aged fucking dude on the internet has the fucking gall to like have an opinion.
Hey. I'm not middle-aged, so it's okay if I do it. Hey. Hey. People love to do this. They'd be like, it's a bunch of middle-aged people making fun of you online. Hey, I'm young as fuck and I'm making fun of her online. Us young people, I will advocate for the young people making fun of JoJo Siwa. It is not just middle-aged people. It is also 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Dance moves must infuriate you.
I mean, I have been so hard on me in the dance world. Like, I don't think I'm a good dancer. I don't think I'm a good singer. But so like people saying shit, I'm like, okay, like you're not telling me anything I've not already told myself. You know what I mean? But with that particular dance move, it started because I was fucking around in the studio, videoing the dance. I was like, I want to see what happens if I do it like overly full out, what it looks like, because that shit would sometimes be really good on TikTok. Because I did this series back in the day that was like doing this dance trend as if I was 11-year-old me. So I was like, oh, I want to see what would happen if I did that, but as this dance step. So I did it as the choreography and karma, and that's that first one that I posted where it like is like, what the fuck is she doing? And I sent it to my mom, and I was like, dude, look at this. I was like, something about this is crack ingested, and you have to watch it twice. And I was like, I don't know what I did. And she said it's the extra reverb when I land the step. And I was like, I just gotta chuck it up. I was like, I know I'm going down in flames for this one because I look crazy, but like this. So I chucked it up, and what do you know?
Okay, so again, she's literally talking about orchestrating things for attention online. But you know you gotta like welcome it. You know, people are gonna, come for me. You're openly saying that you're trying to provoke people. You gave a little bit of reverb.
It goes nuts. And so then that kind of became a thing. You know what I mean? I kind of had to like keep doing it like that. And so yesterday we were doing a promotional pro dance class where I invited all of the top dog.
All the top children so I could abuse them with my mother. XOMG Pop, I haven't forgot about that. Anyone else forgot about that? Seems the internet likes to forget about that. It's also very important for us to remember that happened.
Dancers in LA, all adults, come to the studio. Me and Richie, the choreographer, are teaching the dance. And we get to that part of the dance, and I was like, and we made it true. This is the part that everyone's seen, but that is not the version of the step that we do. I was like, but now that is the version. So you have, like, we have set a standard now. But when the video comes out, you'll see we are in.
What do you think JoJo's like to smoke weed with? Do you think weed would mellow her out? Or do you think it would make her, like, even more crazy? I'm trying to imagine, like, if I was sitting here with these people smoking right now, what their vibes would be. I feel like these two people would go silent. Would she go silent or lighter?
Splashing everywhere. And the step is a little more contained, essentially. But that dance section, I mean, is fucking gnarly in the video.
No, we're not watching this full interview. We're only watching this section about music. We only have a little bit more to go.
It's the water splashing around it's crazy.
I mean, the video comes out.
POV, you're greening out. You smoke too much weed, and in the corner, you're just hearing and seeing this fucking karma dance move.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, midnight Eastern.
So when this video goes out, are you gonna like put it out and then?
Calling JoJo Siwa the female James Corden is so spot on. Holy fuck. That is so spot on. That's good. That's good. I'll give you that one.
Crawl it off and get under your covers and like just wake up in the morning.
I will. So I have my Club Karma event. I'll be doing my big one, having fun. We'll go out after, then I'll come back to my house, and I will stress my ass off. I will check views. I will refresh. I will update. I will check. I will update. I will check. I will refresh. And I'll go crazy about it for a while. I told my friend that I was like, take my phone away from me. Come 3 a.m. I was like, I don't need it anymore. Like, let's find it. I'll be back home at like 2:30. So
Okay.
I got 30.
Do you feel like you're competing with other young stars that you came up with?
Miley Cyrus.
Like Tate McRae and some other people.
So Tate and I, we've been competing against each other since I was 10.
She was in the dance
Yeah,
with you, right?
She is an incredible dancer, but she's from Canada. And there's a big dance convention. At the time, it was just New and Jump, and then they had a combined nationals.
All right, Tate McRae is the Greedy song, right? I'm trying to remember how it goes. Greedy, I'm greedy, I'm greedy, I'm greedy. No, that's Ariana Grande, Greedy. How does her song go? Know it by myself. I will put you through hell. I don't know how it goes. Anyways, Tate McRae is an amazing performer. Why was I gonna say I've seen her in London? I haven't. I watched my friends' Instagram stories of them seeing her in London, if that counts. And I'm pretty sure my cousin went to one of her events. And she's an amazing performer. She doesn't sing much. She's more so just like the performer. I feel like she needs to do like the Britney lip syncing and make it like a full thing. But Tate McRae is very, very, very talented, and she seems to care more about music than shock value, which I appreciate.
And all of a sudden, we're at the dance awards, right? And this girl from Canada comes in and is better than everyone. There's no shot of anyone else winning. She is the girl that would do her solo, and you wouldn't go on stage after her because you just like didn't want. Like, she was like freak of nature good. We went through a phase when we were like 11 that we were friends. She's a very, very, very nice girl. Her mom is amazing. She's just fun, super talented, super cool. Wanted to be just like her. And now, I mean, it's definitely that she is my same age, in my same world of career. So she definitely naturally is somebody that I'm looking at being like, okay.
I don't think she's comparing herself to you, I'm gonna be honest.
There is room for everybody, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to a movie, you are picking one movie.
There is room for everyone at the top, if everyone's good.
If you're playing a song on a car ride, you're picking 10, 5, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't necessarily think there will ever be said, like, one artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I do.
There's, and Tate's, I mean, that girl is so talented.
So are you. I know you don't think so. I don't know why you even said that, but you are.
Never. I literally never will believe that. I think I can.
Well,
Can we go real skydiving?
Please. Billy said.
alright, we're gonna end it there. This is very interesting. Sorry, just my drinks of choice. It's very interesting to me because I think that
I'm done.